day 109, becoming Christopher Cruz. So I just got a message from my ex-girlfriend in Thailand, and she's like been watching all my videos. And the other day when I did a video about keeping my heart open to my ex-girlfriend, and wanting to keep her in my life, my ex-girlfriend from Thailand sent me all these messages like, "You're fucking stupid, what's wrong with you? She has a family, when are you ever gonna learn? Blah blah blah," just said like a bunch of shit. And that really like got to me and had me like really second guess my choice and what I was thinking and what I was feeling. And yeah, it really made me like stop and think, because I was like, is that the case? Am I just being a complete idiot? Like, is this not right? Like, what am I doing? And when I met my ex-girlfriend, not my Thailand ex-girlfriend, when I met my ex-girlfriend, she was married, but she told me plenty of times that their relationship is pretty much done. She's been wanting to leave it for a very long time. She sleeps on the couch. Like, there was just like, it was done, but they hadn't separated yet. And so, and she's always reassured me that it wasn't because of me. Like, I helped her get out of the situation because she was really struggling to do it on her own, but it wasn't because of me. She had already decided that before she even met me, like long before she met me. So now if that wasn't the case, then yeah, that wouldn't be okay with me. So when my ex-girlfriend from Thailand sent me all these messages, it really did, it bothered me. And so I couldn't tell if it was her coming from a place of like, hey, I'm really looking out for you and I don't want you to get hurt and I want you to wake up, or if it came from a place of like jealousy or just a place of anger. Like, I don't know, it was really harsh and really like, I don't know, just wasn't like good. And so I didn't really respond at all. And then she just, like this morning at 4:30, she called me, but my phone's on airplane mode, so I don't even get the call. And so then she messaged me to see if she could call me tonight, and I'm like, what do you want to talk about? Like we don't really have anything to talk about. And she was messaging me about how she doesn't want me to get hurt again and go down like the wrong path. And it's like she knows me pretty well, but she doesn't know me as much as she thinks she does. Because when I made the decision to stay in my ex-girlfriend's life, that was a really hard decision, because all I wanted to do was run away. I didn't want to deal with the pain. I didn't want to confront the pain that my relationship with her was bringing up. Like, it kept triggering me. It has been for the last 7 months. Like, you can look back at the videos in the last 3 months and you could see how much I've been triggered in this relationship. And it's the same way I've been triggered in every relationship, but I've always run from the problems. I've always suppressed the problems. I've always eaten them away or gotten high or distracted myself from them. And in this relationship, I actually chose to take them on because I don't want them anymore. I don't want this pain inside of me anymore. And so I decided in this relationship to take them on. And 10 days or 2 weeks ago, I had to make a decision. Either I'm gonna stay in her life or I'm not. And there was a part of me that was like, walk away. That would be the highest form of self-love, because she's never gonna choose you, and she's got to figure out her separation and her divorce and what's going on with that. And if you loved yourself, you'd walk away. You wouldn't put yourself through all the stuff that this is causing. But see, that's the lie. The situation wasn't causing these emotions. It's me that was causing these emotions. Like, I'm responsible for how I feel. It's easy to blame external circumstances and people and say that those things make me feel a certain way, but the truth is, I make me feel a certain way. And taking responsibility for that is a hard thing for people to do. Most people will never do it. They will never take responsibility for their emotions. They'll always point the fingers and blame other people and situations. But being a coach and knowing what I know that that is not the truth. And so I looked at this situation and I was like, okay, I'm feeling like I don't matter. I'm feeling like I'm unimportant. I'm feeling like she's never going to choose me. I'm feeling like she's going to choose her separated husband over me every time, all the time, just like she always has, was my perspective. And then I decided to question that. I was like, is that the truth? Does she never choose me? Does she always choose him over me? And then I had to be real with myself, and it was like, actually, it's kind of the opposite. She chooses me a shit ton, and has for a very long time. I just didn't allow myself to see it. Because if I allowed myself to see her choosing me, that would mean that I deserve love, that I am lovable, that I deserve love. And that's been a struggle. Accepting that I matter, accepting that I'm important. And so that was a huge realization, because it's like, how do I can run away from this relationship that I have with her, even though we're not together anymore, but I could run away from our relationship and the pain that I was experiencing being in it. Or I can fucking turn around and face the dragons, the inner demons. I can face them. I don't have to run away from them, because if I run away from them, yes, the pain is going to go away, but so is the growth. I'm not going to be able to grow through them. I'm not going to be able to overcome them. So what's going to happen is I'm going to take that pain into the next relationship, because the pain that I felt with her in this relationship is the same pain I've felt in every relationship. I've just never dealt with it. I've never healed it. And so I had an opportunity. I can run away from it, or I can face it and heal it. And I chose to stay and face it and heal it. And that doesn't mean we're together. It just means that we are in each other's lives, and I'm choosing love over fear. I'm choosing to choose myself no matter what she does. And that's actually had a profound impact on our relationship. Like, it's so much easier to be around each other. Like, I'm not constantly analyzing. I'm not constantly judging. I'm not constantly trying. Like, I'm just being me, and I'm loving me. And it's like, if you love me, great. If you don't, great, because I love me. And whoever you choose, it doesn't matter. You're choosing because of you. You're not choosing because of me. And I choose me. And so, like, I chose to stick around. I chose to fight through this pain and heal it. To finally heal it rather than run away from it. And most people will not understand that. And I think my ex-girlfriend in Thailand, she doesn't understand it. Like, she messaged me just now saying, you just want what you can't have. And it's like, that's not true. She doesn't know me well enough. Like, she thinks she knows me. She knows the old me, but she doesn't know this me. I've changed a lot. And it's not that I want what I don't have. Like, that's not really that appealing to me. I'm not drawn by stuff like that. It's that I want to get rid of this pain. I want to heal it. I want to be able to live life with an open heart. I want to be able to control how I feel no matter what anyone says or does to me. I want to be in control over my emotions. And this relationship just happens to be one of the greatest tools for training me how to do that. And like, I'm very, very grateful for that. And so, yeah, I don't think she understands that. But even, tonight, like, her messaging me, it's just like, it created this, like, second guessing of myself. Like, wait, am I really doing the right thing? Am I just completely lying to myself here? Like, am I setting myself up for failure? Am I setting myself up to get hurt? And it created that second guessing, that doubt in myself. But then I just had to look at, well, what am I experiencing? What am I feeling? And I look at who I've become over the last 2 weeks and how my life has changed dramatically in the last 2 weeks. My emotional state has changed dramatically in the last 2 weeks. And it's like, it's a night and day difference. And that's the thing, I've documented it. I can see it in these videos. It's real. It's not just fucking fantasy or fairy tale. It's actually real. And so I look at that and I'm like, of course I'm making the right decision. My heart is full of love. I feel amazing about myself. I feel confident. I feel inspired. And I'm not setting myself up to get hurt because I don't have any expectations. Like, I don't expect us to get back together. I don't expect us to be best friends. I don't expect us to never talk to each other again. I don't expect anything. And that was what was causing so much of the pain, is having expectations and them not being fulfilled. And so I'm giving up expectations and I'm just being. Like, when I have her in my life, when I'm with her, when I talk to her, I'm in the moment and I'm appreciative and grateful for that. But I have no expectation of what the outcome is going to be, which is massive growth for me. Like, that is a big deal. And so, I look at that and I look at my life, and it's like me choosing to face that fear, me choosing to keep her in my life has been a great decision for me. And my life is a reflection of that. Like, I'm getting results. That's the thing. I'm getting results. I'm healing old, deep wounds. And the bonus on top of it is her and I are getting closer. Like, we're having fun. We're inspiring each other, encouraging each other, joking around, like being present in the moment, supporting each other. Like, we really are being like best friends. And it doesn't have to be anything. There doesn't have to be anything attached to that. We're just being in the moment and enjoying each other, because we both know one day we won't be in each other's lives anymore. Like, no matter what, one of us is going to die at some point. Like, that's just the reality. And so it's like, why not just enjoy each other while we're in each other's lives? Because we don't know how long that will be. We have no control over that. And so, and there will be people that don't get it. And that's the thing that I have to really just accept, is that a lot of people aren't going to understand my choices in life, because I am choosing to live a heart-centered life, not a head-centered life. Yeah, it obviously doesn't make sense for me to stay in contact with my ex-girlfriend. Logically, it doesn't make sense based on the things that have happened. But from my heart, from my soul, it feels right. And so that's what I chose to do. And it's paid off massively. Now, most people won't get it, and they don't get it. And I have to be okay with realizing that most people aren't going to understand you. Most people aren't going to approve of your choices. And that's okay, because you know your truth. I know my truth. And it doesn't matter what anyone's opinion is. I know my truth. Now, obviously, other people will give me opinions that are strong, and I'm going to have to deal with being able to stand my ground and not second guess myself. But the thing is, like, when my ex-girlfriend from Thailand said all this stuff, instead of taking it as the truth, I allowed it to be a tool for me to look at my truth even deeper. Like, am I just delusional? Like, what am I doing here? And it allowed me to look deeper into my truth and get more connected to it. And so that's a really good, powerful thing. But as I step into this role, as I become Christopher Cruz, as I step into this revolutionary person that I am and build what I want to build, there's going to be a lot of people that question my choices, that doubt my choices, that disagree with my choices, that are going to have very strong opinions about my choices. And it's so important that I stand firm in my choices as long as they come from my heart. And that's the thing. This choice came from my heart, and it's paid off massively. Massively. And my ex-girlfriend, she could go back with her husband and try to work it out and move back in with him and do all that kind of stuff. And if she does, that's her choice. It doesn't make me any less lovable or any less desirable or anything like that. It has nothing, it literally has nothing to do with me. And that's the amazing thing that I've realized, like, none of this shit has anything to do with me. The only thing that matters is that I choose me and that I love me no matter what anyone says or does. And that is a great gift, and that is what I'm learning from all of this. And it's amazing. Like, it really is amazing. So I appreciate my ex-girlfriend from Thailand. I appreciate her opinion. I appreciate her caring about me or wanting to protect me. But that's the thing. We always want to protect people we love from pain. We want to protect them from pain, but pain is one of the greatest tools for growth. Like, pain, when you feel pain, your soul is telling you something's not right. When you feel pain, you have some kind of poison inside of you that you need to get out. And so as much as we want to protect people from pain, pain is actually a really good thing. No pain, no gain. And so my ex-girlfriend from Thailand, you know, I believe she really is trying to protect me because I do believe she's a good person. I do believe she loves me deeply and cares about me. But I know for me, I'm doing the right thing. And she needs to understand that I have to go through this. I have to experience this. And I'm taking it on. I'm facing my fears. Any other time I would have run away, but that's not me. I will stand in my power and face my fears and heal all this shit and become the person I need to be, the person that I was born to be. But it's gonna take me doing courageous shit that might look stupid to other people. And I'm just okay with that. That's fine. So I appreciate her input. I appreciate her caring about me. I appreciate her trying to protect me. Like, I appreciate that because I know she loves me. And I got to do what I got to do. And since I've made this choice, everything energetically for me has gotten better and better and better. Like, it's no accident I started waking up early right after that. It's no accident that I started focusing on myself and choosing myself and taking care of myself. Like, it's no accident that things for me personally have changed. It's no accident. So, but who knows? Who knows what will happen? But what I do know is it'll all be documented. So, and that's the thing. I'm not worried about it because what I've learned through all of this is when you choose love, everything works out. Like, maybe not the way you want it to, but in the way that's best for your soul. And so I'm just going to keep choosing love. And right now, I feel more love than I felt in a very long time. For myself, for others, for life. And yeah. So this is why it's so important that people learn how to connect with their intuition, their heart, their soul. Like, for them to understand, like, who's making the choices, your head or your heart. And when people give you advice, where's that advice coming from? Their head or their heart? Because when you know your truth, you just know it. No one can tell you any different. And I knew my truth. I stood in that. And the results have been freaking amazing. And I can imagine, like, okay, if I had stopped talking to her completely, like, I don't believe I would have gotten this kind of transformation, this dramatic of a transformation. Like, I really don't. Because all the fear would be gone, all the threat would be gone, all the danger would be gone, because she wouldn't be in my life. And so, yeah. Anyway, I'm proud of myself, and I'm grateful for all of it. Yeah. know your truth and honor it, no matter what anyone else says. You will be rewarded for it, because it takes a fuck ton of courage to stand in your truth and honor it. And I believe deeply that God rewards courage. And I've been rewarded heavily for doing this and being courageous and keeping my heart open. So, know your truth, stand in it, own it, and have faith. It's working out for me, so it might work out for you. Of course it'll work out for you, not might. It's a bunch of bullshit. But know your truth.